So today I am here with a good friend who I have not seen in a really long time. She is an amazing bass player named Haijung Choi. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, you said it correctly.
Good, good. So probably not many people know that we used to play together many, many years ago. I think
Yes,
more years ago than I thought it was.
yes. It was a long time ago. Yes.
Yeah. We were in a trio called Dulce Vas with Virana Ragoni, who played harp. And it was kind of a girls' trio, and then it kind of turned into a lot of V's family members ended up joining us, but it was kind of a Latin jazz fusion type of group. And
Yeah.
for me, it was kind of a launching pad or a stepping point for me in my career because um, until we were doing that, I hadn't really done a lot of improv. So it taught me a lot about learning to play by ear and improvisation. But you are great. You can play anything.
No, I just know how to fake it right. Story of my life. I just know how to fake it right.
No, but you like when we play together, you always like your personality is so bubbly and so up. Like I've never seen you. I don't think I've ever seen you mad or sad or depressed. Like you're always just in a good mood. And
I was trying my very best all the time, but yeah, I have my own moment, and I did have my own moment. I still have my own moment, but just that's actually kind of none of anybody's business. I just have to
yeah,
cope with it lots of times. But
yeah.
you are awesome. I mean, you look hot, of course, but you are awesome because you actually brought like a something totally different, like than just any other like a jazz player or a pop player, for the flute. But you have your own style,
Yeah.
like you're definitely. So it actually kind of brought up a little bit different of a mixture of the sound that we were getting. So that band was actually something totally different than I ever played with anybody else. So that
Yeah.
was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we all have three different personality, three different look for sure.
Uh-huh.
And we're all crazy. So, good crazy. I wouldn't say bad crazy, good crazy. So I think it really worked really well.
Yeah. And that was
Yeah.
how many years ago? Um,
And
I think it was around 2009.
oh my God.
Is that right?
Yeah. Is it? Is that? Yeah, it's been that long, I think. Oh my God.
I know. So since we stopped playing because V moved on to
California.
California.
Mhm.
So what have you been doing musically since I've seen you last?
So I've been playing with, the band that I was playing with at the time,
Sugar
Sugar
Beat?
Beat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I've been still playing with them, doing my day gig, just kind of but the Sugar Beat band has been kind of busy ever since then. We kind of picked up a lot of events. Like we went to Circus Mexico's musical concert thing. I mean, the music festival yearly. It's been going on, and we've been going there for the last 4 or 5 years now. And then we opened up for UB40 last year,
That's
and
cool.
yeah, that was great event and a big stage. Oh, that was a great event, and there was a full house too also. So
Where
that
was
was
it?
really good. Where was that?
Where was it at?
That was a place in Tempe that
In the
it
park?
used to be. Yeah, it used to be Red River, and it's called something else now. Gosh, I'm not really good at. It's like where is gosh, I forgot where. Um, it used to be Red River Opry. Oh, Marquee Theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, Marquee Theater. So, but that was great. That was a great. I mean, it's like it was a full house, packed, and then we had like a full piece band. We had horn section and everything, so that was fun. And we've been playing like every Sunday gig at the regularly place called Oso at Tenement Shea. We were playing there for once again, about 3-4 years, steady gig.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, this quarantine, everything shut down, so we're not playing. So we've been kind of picking up gigs here and there, and more kind of really to be seen kind of a gig. So that was nice. Yeah. So I've been still playing with them on and off. Yeah. I mean, I play with them regularly, but I play with the other people whenever they call me, when I'm available, and I play with them. Yeah. It's kind of usual kind of thing, but
Yeah, we
it's always fun to play with somebody else. Like once in a while, they call me up for something totally different style, and then we just put it together, like I did with you guys, And that was no, that's always fun. Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll be playing again soon.
I hope so too, because I'm kind of really itching, because we can't really do anything. We're just gonna stay home. So, I don't teach and stuff like that. So I just been kind of try to keep my insanity.
What have you been doing to pass the time?
Yeah. So it's been kind of interesting. I've been working at home for my day gig, and then a lot of companies going through the hard time as well. So actually, not too long ago, they kind of followed a few people in our companies. I was one of them. So before then, I was still busy because I was still working at home, and but not playing out. So, but now I don't have anything, so I'm just kind of on hold kind of a status right now. But so it's kind of interesting. It's kind of I was going through emotional upheaval, up and down through. I guess we all have going through here.
Yeah.
But the whole situation kind of brought me to kind of telling me kind of hey, you gotta sit down. I mean, I'm going through spiritual now,
Yeah.
but you gotta kind of sit down and kind of it's time for you to actually look inward. And so it's because I've been so busy pulling from every direction, from here, my day job, and music, and this and that. But I think it's kind of I just have to kind of take a deep breather and just kind of finding that space,
Right.
and whichever you want to call prayer, meditation, whichever you want. So I know that I was always into that. I knew that I always want to be in tune with that, but I just never really sat down and just kind of work myself to it. And with this situation, kind of kicked my butt to do that more so, So in a way, I'm kind of scared now for all this, the quarantine, and then what's going to happen in the future, finance and all this stuff. But I just have to kind of tell myself, it's like I kind of focus it within myself, and then it'll all work out. I just have to kind of learn how to kind of tell myself that it's all good. It's all good. We're actually learning. I'm just learning so much about myself right now.
Yeah. Well, it's like the world has told us to stop and take a breath.
Yeah.
And yes, look inward. It was, I started meditating maybe a year or two ago. I had never really been into it. And this year was actually a goal of mine to make it a steady routine. So I think that's been helpful.
Yeah.
But so you actually do meditation, do
Yeah.
you do it like in silence, or do you have music on in the background?
I like you were saying, I've been kind of getting into the meditation on and off for a long time, actually. I was doing, well, long time ago, I was doing Korean style Tai Chi back long time ago. They actually teach you about the Taoism, you know, and that kind of a stuff. But it just kind of like got to be kind of commercialized going to the place. I mean, they taught me so much. They taught me such a, you know, nice thing. But and so I got to be kind of commercialized. I felt like, so I kind of quit.
Mhm.
But from them, I had a kind of somewhat kind of basic knowledge of the meditation, what it's like. But it's kind of funny. My background is Buddhism, and then I became a Christian, like super Christian, born again Christian. And both times I did have some type of experience I went through. I guess it's kind of a spiritual journey, I guess. But, and then after that, so I understand both of this healing from both religion. And I don't even want to call that religion, because to me, it's a religion is like somebody label it. I think they are all like kind of come to the one conclusion, to that God or being, you know, whatever, divine, whatever you want to call. So I always kind of kept that in mind, and I always felt something about it. So that's when I start my spiritual journey. That not really going to study, but I kind of learn from this and learn from that, and all the self-help people. They all teach the good thing. Bottom line is that they're all the same thing. It's like whoever actually get attracted to that one method, then that can be able to help that person to get to that point. But not everybody's different. So, you know, so for me, I had to kind of reach out. Okay, that kind of resonates me. They're all the same thing, but whoever or whichever method resonates my belief, then I was kind of studying toward that. So I've been studying this for a long time. I would say, but my journey starts like a really, really long time ago. And then, so I always search for the teacher or method or whatever, and go. So I did when I studied those Tai Chi style, I did just kind of more kind of healing, kind of meditation with the energy. And then all the teachers, you know, they're like a martial art type. So they want you to feel the energy, which is more like Qigong or Qigong, whatever, Tai Chi, that kind of stuff. So I kind of felt that. And then after that, I learned how to do like a kind of guided meditation with the people that I like, whatever, in whoever actually resonates me. And then after that, I went back to Buddhism meditation, which is a no guided meditation. You know, you just have to start with, you know, you just have to take your deep breath, you know, the typical of the Buddhism teaching. And then I also look into the Indian style, mantra, you know, chakra, and all this stuff, which is, I love the music and I love the story behind all this. You know, there's actually one teacher, I'll just send you a text, but I just love how he teach. There are several people, there are a lot of famous people, and there are a lot of controversial about certain teachers about that. But amongst that, I just happen to pick out what they're teaching, because you don't really have to buy into their hip. Whatever they teach you, you can bring that to you and make your own. You know, what helps you, that's what I found out it really helps me. So then now I'm doing just guided meditation. I don't know, I'm allowed to say the name.
You don't have to. It's like timer. Yeah.
Okay. So I also have several apps from, you know, Apple app, all this, you know, calm meditation, you know, all this app, you know, they have a lot of music, a lot of beautiful music, healing music. And then I go to even like your type of music, just go to Apple, you know, the iTunes, and all this kind of healing, and you just kind of because I've been just kind of trying to study all this method all this time. When I hear that, when I close my eyes, just kind of center it, and just like I can actually feel that. I mean, I'm not really seeing all this beautiful thing yet because I'm still learning until I get to the point. But I just get into that place, being peaceful. I think that's really important. I think, but I've been doing this one method. Well, actually, a couple of methods of the meditation actually every day, morning and night, and then sometimes middle of the day. So I told myself I'm gonna give myself 30 days nonstop. I mean, it's just like that's gonna be a lot of work for me at the time, because I have to wake up in the morning, the extra 40 minutes I had to do that. And then before I fall asleep, I make myself that I'm gonna sit still, not falling asleep, sit still doing the 30, 40 minutes, and then middle of the day. And then I'm just gonna try to just kind of a walking meditation, or when I'm working, I just have to kind of tell myself that, okay, how am I feeling? What am I doing? So I'm just gonna try to train myself to do more doing that stuff. So it's been kind of challenging, but it's been kind of eye-opening for me. It's like, yeah, I knew all this, but I'm actually doing it. I'm actually doing the work. So I hope that I can be able to reach that point.
Well,
But
I'd like to know how that comes out for you after 30 days. Because
yeah. So I told myself
usually-
challenging.
Yeah, I usually try to meditate in the morning when I get up, but then sometimes my mind is so busy and I'm just like, oh, I gotta do this, and I can't focus on the meditation.
Yeah. Oh my God, it is really hard. It is really, really hard. And it's like for instance, like yesterday and day before, even morning or night before nighttime, I can tell that I am not into that zone. I was doing it, and I'm like, start thinking about this, start worrying about this stuff, about the futures. Oh my God. So, and then I kept telling myself, come back. And I can tell that yesterday, I was not the happy person. I didn't kind of try to keep myself happy as possible. But I can tell that I was really, really like irritated fast. And then any little thing just kind of pushed my button, so I start bursting crying. Crying is good. It's just like emotional, I think,
Well,
crying
I'm
is
really
good.
happy because I had a challenging day yesterday myself.
Oh, yeah. So it's, crying out is really good, but it's like, oh my God, I can tell there's something is not, it's like I wasn't really getting to the zone. So I was having a hard time. So yesterday I had that experience, and then last night I was just kind of praying to my, when I was meditating, praying to God, Divine Father, just like please kind of help me to get to this channel. So, I don't know what's gonna happen to tomorrow or next week or whatever, all this crazy thing going on. But, I also cannot really, I told myself that, I can't really doubt everything, then it's not really good. It's just that, as for me, it's like this is actually a good time for me to actually kind of grow about myself. Truly, I have some time to sit down and look inward, and doing kind of stuff. So in a way, I'm kind of grateful. And then I got to talk to people, and then your name came out. You share Finzer. I got to talk to her and say, how's she doing?
I know.
So it's, it's been kind of a blessing. I have to look at that way. And then I get to practice my ukulele now.
Do you
And then,
play something for us?
no, I will show you, because I have certain songs that I want to be able to play with my ukulele. More kind of I want to play more kind of jazz or like a Latin style with the ukulele. So once I have some few songs done, then I can, and then now of course I have to go to practice my bass. I haven't touched my bass for a while, so I have to do that.
Right.
And then and then and then I was kind of going back to my keyboard, you know, just kind of all the chords figuration. So it'll help me to maybe write some songs, you know, and stuff like that. So that's been yeah.
So you're writing some music?
Yeah. 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 So, you know, it's and then I think I mentioned to you I was kind of helping out some songwriting for a friend of mine that I've known them for a long time, but I haven't really met them for a while. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, uh, his wife reached out to me, and then they're writing a song, but they wonder if I can be able to part of the, you know, help to write some melody and some lyrics in Korean. This is kind of a fun. It's like I've never written actually complete the song. So actually, I helped them wrote 2 songs for them, and there was the first time ever, and which is that kind of kicked my butt. It's like, oh, okay, so I learned something. I finally have someone actually kind of have a faith in me to put the music together. So we have 2 songs, and then I just got 2 more songs for me to, you know, come up with some ideas. So, you know, as I have to, so I've been kind of meditating to try to, you know, have this creativity
Mm-hmm.
in my brain, so that I can be able to write these songs, because it's all different kind of a genre, different lyrics, different idea, and so, you know, it's kind of a challenging, but that kind of helps me to realize that all these people started showing in my life, right? You know,
Right.
you also, you know, started people showing in my life, and then, you know, you give me this creative idea. And then so I'm kind of grateful for all this happening, you know, grateful for these friends, you know, the husband and wife team. They actually provide for me to be able to do this. And it's like a thank you for it's kind of helping me to write some songs together with you guys, you know.
And how long does it usually take you?
Oh my God. Well, so it's kind of hard, kind of because like I said, you know, it's in Korean, but I don't live there. So I don't really know what they're thinking, all the street lingo, all this young people think, or what is their like a modern agenda they talk about, you know, that kind of stuff. So I have to come up with the idea, and then as I've been searching for the lyrics and what they're talking about. I'm looking at it, it's like I don't understand what they're talking about. So I just have to kind of come up with some kind of idea in my head and have to put the word together. And so it was kind of challenging. It was kind of challenging.
Do you do
The
research?
last 2 songs,
The,
it took a while.
yeah.
It took a while for me to complete all the lyrics and everything. But I was also still playing, so I didn't really have time. I was still working, so I kind of been putting away. But yeah, it was it's kind of a you know, just a blank paper, and I have to come up with the idea and then lyrics and everything. So okay, so what is gonna be storyline? It's gonna be like
So
yeah.
do you listen to a lot of the music?
What's that?
Yeah. Do you listen to a lot of the music from Korea then to get ideas?
Um. Well, at that time, I had to kind of start listening to what they're talking about. Yeah, I haven't before. I only like few Korean songs, which is that they are actually all these Korean songs. There are actually a lot of great musicians out there now anymore. All the great talents and great songwriters, and so I would just kind of try to listen to what is popular or what is not popular, but still like, you know, it's like I hear some of those musicians, we listen to certain jazz music, certain, like musicians go to musicians' music, like that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
They do have that in Korea too also. So I was kind of trying to get the idea from them and this and that. And so there are a few people that I really like, but there are like a lot of artists. Well, first of all, their lyrics when they print it out, when I'm looking at it, I really don't understand what they're talking about. I mean, I understand the language, but it's just like, okay, can this all put it all together, mix and match? Okay, well, I get it. And then when the transition, when I'm looking at the translation, it doesn't really say what the song was saying. So it was it was kind of learning experience, but it was kind of interesting. So I think main thing there for me is I realized like I have to come out more simplified. I try not to really think about all this big poem, write it. No, that's not how it is. I just have to make it simplified. For now anyway, until I get really.
Does it have to,
What's that?
does it have to rhyme at all?
Well, that's what I thought. But it's not always. It's not always. Some of those songs, when I hear them, they don't rhyme at all. They're just kind of more like a diary. They're just talking, but it's that they put the melody, it's like a kind of syncopated and then cover over and then go into the next sentence. It was some rhymes, but not everybody rhymes. And that's with the American songs too. I started looking at the lyrics, with the American lyrics. Some rhymes, but not everybody rhymes either. So that's kind of interesting. I found out.
Well, I've never written anything with lyrics, so I have no idea.
I was never really into I was always afraid of writing lyrics. I mean, I always had a hard time writing lyrics, but I remember I wrote my first Korean love song when I was at 12 or 13. And I was in Korea, and I don't know anything about love or anything, but I wrote this really dark, broken heart love song. It's like, you left me, I love you so much, but you left me, my world is ended. Like that kind of lyrics. I'm like, what the heck was that? But I still remember, it's like, I did write a song accidentally somehow by the guitar, just only know how to play a few chords on guitar.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of interesting. Yeah. So once I learned how to play the ukulele, and then I'll sing for you. I wrote a song for Sherry Finzer.
Well, I would love to hear the songs that you wrote already. I don't know if they're recorded.
Yeah. It's I have to find out if it's a final or I don't know because it's kind of a collaboration with them. So I have to, because this is all new to me right now. So I'm kind of more as I'm writing more songs, so what is the next step? So I still have to find out more detail about it. And then once it's all settled, then I mean, it's not really spiritual music, but it's actually feel good music. It's actually, I kind of listen to the final mix and it's going to start making me laugh. I was like laughing. I said, oh my God.
So do you think you and I can create spiritual music?
Oh my God. I love to because I think here's another thing too, it's like, more I meditate, and even before this vision came to me before, but playing music, concert, this is really good. And then I think we all doing that for try to make other people happy too also.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I always wanted to have some kind of a spiritual music because that's actually coming from really down deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what what people are supposed to do. like, when they realize that's what they want to do, I think that's what they're supposed to do, because that's another way, another venue of kind of healing process. When I used to hear before people say, oh, I'm here to heal people, the healing and all this, then I used to roll my eyes out. What they're going to heal? But I mean, it's not just healing the wound, right? It's just like I mean, you understand. It's like as you, as you like, we are in this body, and there are so many things we deal with it. And the healing is a part of kind of helping people to re-listen and then make them realize what they really are, they're happy themselves. Yeah, that's what, it's not only just healing the wound. Yeah, that could be help too also. But the healing is the whole thing about, make them happy.
I have always felt since I started doing the new age music that, it's my purpose in life to help others through my music.
And
then a couple of years ago, I started doing some Reiki sessions.
Right.
Having Reiki sessions on me. And the message that I got was that I was not using my music for me. I was giving it to others. And I also needed to remember to use it for me.
Right. Well, I think it's like if you do it for you, and I mean, I like to close my eyes when I play, even pop music and stuff. And I saw you too. I saw you all getting into that, which is that's our part of our meditative state. When you get into the zone, and then even like when I sing, I just get into that person. I become that story of that person, right? I just sing my hearts out and whatever. And it's not that I'm really such a great singer, but I found out when I do that, people notice it because they feel that energy. It's not I'm the best player, best singer, but people are tuned to that kind of energy and they notice it. So they're like, oh my God, you actually make me cry. It's like, it's just the whole thing. So I think it's like when when we were playing like that, when we're getting to we are actually healing ourselves. Therefore, we are actually healing the other people. It's just like, oh, I get a goosebump. Why did I say that?
Yeah, it took me a while till I realized that, got that message.
Yeah, but I noticed that even back then, when we were playing together, at a certain kind of solo thing, when I close my eyes, you get into your own zone, and then it's just so beautiful. I was kind of floating while I was playing bass. I was just playing the root note, but you were kind of you were up there floating, and then I was actually floating with you, So I did have that many experience actually when I was playing with you.
Well, that's very
and then
cool.
Eventually you got more and more elevated. So yeah, definitely. I have to come up with there are so many things that you can do, just like I mean, all these new age artists, when you listen to it, successful people, or even yoga music, right? So spa music, listen to it. They're just kind of just floating. Lots of times there's no structure. You have to go the A, B, There's not that much structure. They have to follow a main, but you can tell they're just getting into that zone, express this, telling their story, and come back to that. And just like this is like a part of the meditation thing. So yeah, I always thought that was really beautiful. Yeah. So what else? And then I've been trying to exercise.
Yeah.
No excuse, right?
You're getting out for walks, or you're doing something different?
Over the years, I have so many workout DVDs.
Billy Blanks, Tybo.
I haven't done anything. Some like, oh my God, this is so dusty. What is it? Oh, Zumba. Okay. What is this? Oh, power yoga. I didn't even know I had this yoga.
Did you used to have the Jane Fonda Do
No,
you,
no, 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 no. I didn't have a Zane phone, but I did have a Zumba workout thing. Zumba, the first time when they came out, the Zumba was really popular. They had like a whole DVD set. They used to have that. So, so I had that, and yeah. So I was looking at, oh, 20 minutes Pilates. I didn't know it. I was trying to do it. It's like, oh my God, it hurts so much. Yeah. So, and then I enjoy Kundalini yoga.
Okay.
Have you done it?
No, we were doing hot yoga for a couple years.
Oh yeah. Me too. Remember? Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, when we were down in Awatuki.
Bikram. Yeah.
We liked it a
Yeah.
lot.
I
There's no place
love
up
that.
near where we are now, so I really miss that.
I love that. So the time before that, it was a Bikram yoga, which the Bikram yoga was the hot yoga people, Bikram yoga, and then I guess he got to be so controversial, he just went crazy or something. So all these stores, all these franchises are closed down. I think all this teacher, they actually spread it out as a hot yoga. They cannot use Bikram yoga as a copyright, So they use like a hot yoga or those but they were teaching the same method as a Bikram, which is I really like it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
sometimes
Bikram is good.
in the summer, I'll just take my yoga mat outside. And there's
That's true.
hot yoga.
That is true though. If you remember all the routine.
Yeah, pretty much. We did it
Yeah.
for a few years, so
Yeah,
once in a
yeah.
while I go, oh, I forgot that move. So
Yeah, exactly. So the hot yoga was that they were playing music though, sometimes.
most
Did they
people
play?
do music. Some
Yeah.
people, they do it without music, but it
Yeah.
was I preferred it with music.
Yeah. It was kind of odd. It's like a Bikram yoga. When I took it, there's no music. It's like a solid 90 minutes, and then you just looking at the mirror. It's like a pure kind of a boot camp. It's like a martial art boot camp, and then time goes so fast. To me, it was like and then they didn't really want to play music because they want you to focus on your body more than any other sound, I guess, So that's what they're doing. And then there was actually one teacher, he was so popular, and he was really good looking man too also, but he was so popular, and he was more kind of drill sergeant, and he pushed. And so some people, when they want the gentle, they just don't like it, because he wants to push. But he was like a true, like a martial art kind of a teacher. So so he was so popular, everybody wants to go see him. But when he does that, you can just tell in 90 minutes, like, oh my God, my body and soul are lifted. And then his wife was actually taking a class too, and she's a survivor from cancer from taking a Bikram yoga. So he got healed and all this stuff. So they were the true believer. And they were like, yeah, I used to love that. And then when I heard Bikram guy, he got kind of a little wacko. It's like, really? but it's like once again, it's like my Tai Chi course that I used to take a long time ago. They become kind of a, like kind of scandalous or whatever, corporate or too much money or whatever. But, I learned so much from them while I was studying under them for a whole year. I learned so much. So, I couldn't really kind of bad mouth about the whole thing because their teaching is good, and the Bikram is also teaching is good, but it just sometimes the people's ego get into it, and
Right.
That's just what happened. Yeah. So I was going to say something, but I forgot what that was.
So are you cooking more? Are you cooking meals now that you're stuck at home?
Yeah, but I'm not that good. I'm not that good at cooking, I used to be like a takeout queen, the queen of takeout. But now I'm just kind of like could just make whatever, just kind of buy a bunch of stuff, freeze it, and then just kind of make whatever,
Yeah.
But I'm not really gourmet cooking, so survive.
I used to cook a lot when I had the kids when they were little.
Yeah.
Then over the years, I mean, we just Chuck's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, and then we like throw a salad together at night or something. So I don't really cook a lot, but in the last month, I've
But you're a good cook, though. I remember you're a good cook. Yes.
I'm okay.
Well, I don't know. If I remember correctly, you were a pretty good cook.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What did I
Well, I
make
guess,
you?
well, I guess for me, maybe everybody's a good cook because I am. No, I think if I remember correctly, you're a pretty good cook. I mean, whatever you had in the house when I was eating it, it was so delicious.
Oh, thank you. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, you're a pretty good cook.
Yeah. Well, I know we would go out for sushi every once in a while after our
Mm,
gigs or for lunch.
I miss sushi.
Yeah. Do you make it?
No, heck no. You're kidding me. So this is the idea about making sushi for me. It's like I have the seaweed, already seasoned, roasted seasoned
Yeah.
seaweed. They sell in the pack at the Costco, Asian market, whatever. And you put the rice in there. It's a little tiny thing, and you put the vegetable, and you just wrap around and eat them. That's the idea of sushi for me. No, I'm not. I'm not that good. I mean, I can make my own noodle soup, like because it's pretty much then put everything together.
Right.
So it's not even Korean, it's not even Japanese, it's not even, I don't know what it is, but I just use just whatever ingredient I have, put it all together,
Yeah.
and I just,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, what do you think when we come out of this situation? How do you think the world will be changed? Do you have any thoughts on that? Either as a world as a whole or as a musician? Like, do you think the gigs are going to come back right away, or do you think it's going to take time?
I think it's gonna take time. Yeah, I think people, they're gonna be still kind of suspicious about the virus, and it's just, yeah, I think all this event and corporate event and all the banquet, they're still gonna kind of hold everything back
Yeah.
for a while. So I don't think it's gonna kick back right away. It's gonna take a while, and
Yeah,
it's gonna
that's
take a while.
huge here. That's huge here.
Yes, yes, that's huge everywhere. Even like Hawaii,
Yeah.
so all the tourism, and they're gonna have all the weddings and stuff like that. But I think it's gonna be kind of slowed down. I think it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. I mean, that's just what my prediction is. But I hope it's not gonna be that long. Just it's kind of interesting. I mean, I heard the status. I mean, I heard the statistic number. Of course, one saying this and one saying that. So I know they both frustrated, but they are totally opposite side of beliefs about the whole thing. And but I also saw the number. They kill the number was higher of the people who died last year than this year from this coronavirus to the regular flu.
Mhm.
And so it's like if you're looking at those kind of statistic, so one may say, just like enough is enough, it's just like it's it's just like too much of a scare tactic is not good for the economy. And then one will say, wait a minute, but this is a globally, it's that people are dying left and right globally. And So it's like they're like they're like all this opinion, you know, they both not happy about what's going on. But I really hope that, you know, put people that who are in the market making more money off of this disaster, or some may losing a lot of money, you know, I don't know, but you know, I hope they can just come to the conclusion. The bottom line is not so much of a greedy, it's gonna try to help out, you know, try to heal this economy situation, heal this all this fear, and just kind of you know, come down to the bottom of the fundamental kind of the human goods, to kind of see this picture really instead of a scare tactic, you know, try to kind of get down to it and try to kind of heal this situation. I mean, you know, I'm not expert at anything, but you know, I see this and I see that, I see that. It's like if you keep thinking about all this negative side of it, then there's no hope, you know, just to feel really scared. There's no hope. So you can't really kind of scare people so much like that, more so than what it is. We all know what to do. You know, we all know how to take care of ourselves. We all know, you know, what to do to the other people to help each other, stuff like that. So I think we all, or they, or who, you know, we all should focus on that to try to come out of it sooner, you know. But like I said, you know, I don't know.
No.
I'm not a wizard.
I know.
So, but I think it'll be interesting. That it's going to be changed a little bit, the whole thing. I think, I mean, the online thing is huge now. A lot of people are trying to take advantage of this online.
Well, it's forced to learn how to use Zoom. So.
Yeah. I bet the Zoom, you know, because after this happened, everybody's signing up for Zoom.
Yeah.
So the one company is doing really good.
Yes.
You know, and so online Zoom and doing really good, and then all this online marketing people, they're doing really good, you know. But you know, even like, you know, through Amazon, all this dealers, everything's through online, they're doing really good. But so once again, some of those people are actually taking advantage of this to charge extra, you know, double, triple, and stuff like that. And then some of these people are holding this stuff. So those kind of behavior, you know, I feel kind of sad to see that. You know, they cannot be like that. This is the time that if we're going to help each other, this is the time we should all help each other, not being greedy about it, you know. So more we help each other, this is going to get solved faster.
I agree with you. It's a sad state of our society, I think.
Right. It's just unfortunately the human nature in general are kind of globally, you know, it's not only US. It's just like it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I think that's why this is the more time for us to, you know, getting into our, you know, center, work at it, and then just spread that good energy. Because if more people are spreading that out, you know, it's gonna get tuning. You know, it's just like it's not gonna block it out, because some people may think, oh, that's just you know, they're just mumbo jumbo they are talking about like that. But I really truly believe that, you know, all this good energy was spreading out. More people are doing it, you know, that's gonna be helpful.
Yeah, I agree with you. But there's just so much negativity right now. It's just
yeah
hard. It's hard. I
It
think.
is very hard, yeah. And then, you know, but then some of them are, I understand why they saying that, because they see what they can see in front of you, and they see the reality, and then they just, you know, see the just what's going on reality. So I can understand their scare tactic. If I didn't meditate, I'll probably the same thing. I'm probably running around like, my God, there's a fire everywhere. You know, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But sorry that I talk so much.
No, thank you. Thank you. No, it's been great catching up with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good to see you. I know we chatted on the phone last week for a little bit, but it's always good to see you in person. So
Oh, hey, he
yeah.
said aloha to you. I talked to him yesterday.
Oh, okay. I'll reach out to him.
Yeah.
Is he doing
And
okay?
thanks for the help. Thanks for all the help you do.
Yeah, so let's get together then when this is kind of over.
Yes, I really want to. So in the meantime, I will work on some other venue of my not only bass but all the different idea of instruments, so we can come up with something.
Yeah, and then if you want to come up and do a driveway concert with me,
Yeah, yeah, I want to do that.
love
That'd
that.
be fun. I'll bring all the gear, my bass and my ukulele, microphone, and everything.
Yeah, we'll just like
We'll
6 feet apart or 10 feet or whatever the guideline.
yeah. It sounds good.
Let's see if we can make that happen.
Yeah. Sounds good. That'd be
Okay.
really fun to do.
All right, thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much, Sherry. You are angel.
Oh,
Beautiful.
thank you.
Okay.
Love you.
Good work. Okay, bye.
Bye.